For 50 years, Mia was the silent rhythm behind the world's greatest stories. She had started as a 19-year-old girl with a manual typewriter, taking dictation for Julian Thorne, a man who would become a literary legend. Now, her hair was as silver as the moon, and her fingers were permanently stained with the ink of his legacy. She had been his shadow through every bestseller, his comfort through every tragedy, and the only person who could read his messy, brilliant mind. Julian's agent, a shark named Marcus, didn't see a legacy. He saw a brand. In Julian's final days at the secluded coastal cabin, Marcus hovered like a vulture. He ignored Mia, often bumping into her in the hallway as if she were a ghost. He mocked her obsolete typing, telling her, "You're just a relic, Mia. When Julian goes, the computers take over. You'll be lucky if I let you keep your pension." Marcus spent his time trying to force a delirious Julian to sign a contract surrendering the rights to all his characters for a massive movie deal. One rainy evening, Julian called Mia to his desk. He could no longer hold a pen. He looked at her with eyes that still held a spark of the young man she had met 50 years ago. "Mia," he whispered, "they think the story ends on the last page. But the real power is in the footnotes. Don't let him change the ending." When Julian passed, Marcus didn't wait for the funeral. He produced a signed contract, claiming Julian had left him everything: the characters, the royalties, and the cabin. He ordered Mia to pack her bags. "You're done, old woman. Go find a park bench to feed the birds on." At the reading of the will, Marcus was triumphant, but the lawyer didn't read from a legal folder. He picked up Julian's final unpublished manuscript. "Mr. Thorne left a very specific instruction," the lawyer said. "He said that his life's work belongs to the one who helped him write it. Marcus, your contract is indeed signed, but if you look at the ink, it's disappearing." Marcus looked down in horror as the signature on his contract began to fade into nothingness. Julian had used an evanescent ink Mia had made for him years ago for a spy novel. The lawyer continued. "However, the real will is hidden within the manuscript itself. In the footnotes of Chapter 12, written in permanent, indelible ink, it states, 'My characters belong to the woman who gave them their voice. I leave my entire estate, my copyrights, and this cabin to Mia. She didn't just type my words, she saved them.'" Marcus was left with a handful of blank paper. Mia sat quietly, her ink-stained hands folded in her lap. She didn't want the fame. She didn't want the movie deals. She simply went back to the cabin, sat at her typewriter, and began to write the one story she had kept inside for 50 years. The story of us. Drop a comment if you believe that true loyalty can never be erased.